How secure is your network? Are you aware of the potential vulnerabilities that could be exploited? In this vast digital landscape, understanding network vulnerabilities is not just a smart move, it's a necessity. You see, your network could be a fortress, but even a small loophole can lead to catastrophic breaches. So, it's crucial to stay one step ahead of those seeking to exploit these vulnerabilities. Today, we'll delve into two such vulnerabilities: network access control, bypass, and virtual local area network hopping. First, let's talk about NAC bypass, also known as network access control bypass. This is a kind of network vulnerability that can be exploited to gain unauthorized access to a network. Now, in a perfect world, network access control, or NAC, is a safety gatekeeper. It checks the credentials of every device trying to connect to a network, ensuring they have the right permissions. But, as with many things in cybersecurity, there's a way around it. And that's where NAC bypass comes into play. Bypassing NAC is like sneaking into a concert by pretending to be part of the band. An attacker can mimic or spoof the MAC address of an authorized device, tricking the NAC into thinking it's welcoming a trusted friend, not a rogue intruder. This is a serious concern because, once inside, the attacker has the same network access as the spoofed device. They can snoop around, steal sensitive data, or even launch further attacks from within the network. It's like letting a wolf into the sheep pen. The potential consequences of a successful NAC bypass attack are sobering. Confidential data can be stolen, business operations disrupted, and the network's overall integrity compromised. The fallout can be costly, both financially and reputationally. Think of the big data breaches in the news. A lot of them started with unauthorized network access. Now you might be thinking, well, I'll just make sure my devices are secure. And while that's a good start, it's not enough. Remember, NAC bypass doesn't exploit a weakness in the device itself, but in the network's access control. So even the most secure device can be spoofed and the network breached. To put it simply, NAC bypass is like a master of disguise, tricking the network's bouncer and slipping through the back door unnoticed. And once inside, the damage can be significant. So NAC bypass can be a serious threat, allowing unauthorized access to your network. It's a reminder that in the world of cybersecurity, vigilance is key, and no defense is foolproof. Now, on to our second vulnerability, VLAN hopping. Virtual local area networks, or VLANs, are a common feature in modern networking, allowing administrators to segment their networks for increased security and efficiency. However, this feature can be exploited through a technique known as VLAN hopping. So, what exactly is VLAN hopping? In simple terms, it's a method that attackers can use to gain unauthorized access to information on a network. In a properly segmented network, data packets are tagged with a VLAN ID, which determines the segments of the network they can access. But with VLAN hopping, attackers manipulate these tags to hop from one VLAN to another, bypassing network segmentation. Now, you might be wondering why this is a potential threat. The answer lies in the nature of VLANs themselves. They're designed to isolate network traffic, so sensitive information is kept away from those who shouldn't have access to it. But if an attacker successfully performs VLAN hopping, they can gain access to this sensitive information, compromising the security of your network. Moreover, this doesn't just pose a threat to the confidentiality of your data. If an attacker is able to move freely across your network, they could potentially disrupt network operations, causing significant downtime. In fact, they could even launch further attacks from within your network, exploiting other vulnerabilities that might be present. The possible consequences of a successful VLAN hopping attack are indeed severe. From data breaches leading to loss of sensitive information, to operational disruptions causing financial losses and reputational damage, the threats are real and serious. So, it's crucial to understand how VLAN hopping works, not just to protect your network, but also to maintain the trust of those who rely on your services. With the right knowledge and tools, you can mitigate these risks, securing your network against potential attacks. As you can see, VLAN hopping can also pose a significant risk, compromising the integrity of your network. So we've learned about two major network vulnerabilities, NAC bypass and VLAN hopping. Let's take a moment to summarize these complex concepts. NAC bypass, or Network Access Control Bypass, is a method used by cyber attackers to gain unauthorized access to a network. It's like a burglar finding a way to sneak past the security guard. The potential threats are enormous, as this could allow the attacker to steal sensitive data or even take control of the network. On the other hand, VLAN hopping is a network attack where an individual can access information across different VLANs, or virtual local area networks, that they're not supposed to. It's akin to someone jumping between fenced yards, accessing places they shouldn't. The consequences can be major, with unauthorized users potentially gaining access to sensitive information that is supposed to be securely separated. Both of these vulnerabilities can have serious implications if not properly managed. They're like open doors for cybercriminals, who are always on the lookout for ways to exploit network weaknesses. But remember, knowing about these vulnerabilities is half the battle won. It allows network administrators to take proactive steps to prevent such attacks, like ensuring firewalls are up to date and practicing good network hygiene, like regularly changing passwords and limiting access to sensitive areas. Understanding these vulnerabilities is the first step towards strengthening your network security. In the world of cybersecurity, knowledge is power. In our ever-connected digital age, the importance of network security cannot be overstated. It's an integral part of our lives, from our personal data to our professional operations. Understanding network vulnerabilities, such as the NAC bypass and VLAN hopping we've discussed, is crucial in bolstering our defenses against potential cyber threats. These vulnerabilities aren't just abstract concepts, but real gateways for cybercriminals to exploit. By comprehending the nature of these potential weaknesses, we can better strategize and implement more robust security measures. It's a continuous learning process, a never-ending game of cat and mouse with those who seek to breach our defenses. So, let's keep learning, keep questioning, and keep improving. Because in cybersecurity, complacency can be a dangerous foe. The more we understand, the better we can protect. Stay informed, stay secure. Until next time, keep your network safe.